NanoApostle. This game has a parry, so it makes it into parry review. So this game, it's new, and as advertised, it is high octane. You know, it's a fast-paced game. The parry, let's see what score I give it on the parry. So the parry in this game, initially, when you're new to this game, you might want to not be attacking all the time if you want to try to parry, because if you're constantly attacking, there's a lot of clutter on the screen. If you just never stop attacking, there's a lot of clutter, and it's gonna make it harder to read the cues of when enemies are starting up their attacks. So when an enemy does attack you, be it melee or projectile, the only attacks that you can't parry are the red exclamation attacks. Everything else can be parried. So when an enemy attacks you, press the parry button. If it's a melee, the enemy, you negate damage and the enemy becomes vulnerable, and his weak spot becomes exposed. And then you can do the grapple attack, which seems to be like the counter or the riposte of this game. And if it's a projectile attack, you deliver the projectile back to them. You reflect it back, and then you can also do the grapple, the hook attack, or whatever it's called. It's like a bat hook sort of attack. But that's all the parry does in this game. It negates damage, and it makes the enemy weak. That's all it does. There is no chain critical like in Katana Kami. The parry just doesn't feel special. What carries this game is the art style and the fact that the game looks and feels fast-paced and high-octane. Right, which is exactly how this game gets advertised. So, good job to the PR team of this game, because that is exactly what this game is like. Honestly, let's just give it like because in this game there's also a dodge, and you do have to parry. It's not like you can get away with only dodging, but I don't know, man. The parry in this game doesn't feel special. Just to me. It doesn't feel special. The game as a whole does feel special and high octane. I mean, it's not like the game is that amazing or anything, but you know, the game delivers. It does what it says. But the parry, I don't know. Let's give the parry in this game like a 5.5 or a 6. It's a pretty average parry. What makes it look cool is the game design. The parry itself is really nothing special. So let's give the parry a 5.5 out of 10, and let's give Nano Breaker on the fun and enjoyment scale, let's give it like a 6 out of 10. But yeah, it's really easy to get carried away and get hit in this game, because if you're not whittling the enemy's health down via constantly attacking, then you just kind of feel like a moron for waiting around, for just waiting for the enemies to attack you, and you're just there like waiting. Oh, I'm waiting here, doing nothing. So the game really is like a balance between how much do you want to clutter the screen with your constant attacking versus how much do you want to pay attention to the enemy cues so you can properly parry. And the game's like a balance between those two things, which makes the game a little bit weird, because, I don't know, you should just be able to flow with the combat. Like, even in a game like Sifu, which is full of like 5 enemies will come and attack you at once. Even in a game like Sifu, like, you know when you're about to get ganged up on, and you're like, oh, you can see the enemy attacks coming. You can't necessarily avoid it, but you can see it coming. Here, if you just keep attacking, you'll clutter the screen, and you'll sort of see things coming, but you really won't, and you'll get hit. So yeah, 5.5 out of 10 on the parry, 6 out of 10 on the fun scale. NanoApostle, a good fun game. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and enjoy.